So whether you need to know where to go around town or if you need a dose of good showbiz drama, we know just the person who to call.
Well, that's right. Perez Hilton is back in studio with this month's Perez's Picks. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Happy to be here. And, you know, I love that there is a connection between Vegas and showbiz. I just went with my kids to the John Wick experience at Area 15.
Did.
And I'm a huge fan of Area 15 because they're always adding new things to it. Later this year, they're opening that Universal horror-themed attraction.
Can't wait.
But before that, we got this one, which is from Lionsgate, and I had never seen a single John Wick movie before.
Oh my goodness.
But I still enjoyed it, and so did my kids. It's not an escape room, which I enjoy because my son especially loves escape rooms. It's too much thinking for me. This is more like a Disney theme park ride.
Yes.
And there's actors throughout it. There's props.
How
They guide you
cool.
along. So there's some thinking, but not too much. On the flip side, there's a little bit more thinking involved in this other experience that I took my son to for his birthday recently called It's a Blast. It is a former escape room that they rebranded, and now it's like a living video game, which I love because, you know, once again, not as much thinking as an escape room, but you have to like be hands-on. There's a midway here. It's a circus-themed attraction. There's an audio challenge. So it's more like a video game or like you're on a game show too. So I love that. Apparently it's a trend that's happening on the East Coast where they're rebranding escape rooms and they're doing this concept now, like a video game or game show.
That's very
a lot of fun. Now you have from immersive experiences to now coffee experiences. So what is Cloufy?
Cloufy is just a clever name and a gimmick, and I'm a big musical theater fan. That show Gypsy, you got to get a gimmick if you want to get ahead. They have a robot barista, which I've not seen one of these before. I've seen like the arm at Caesars at the Dominic Ansel, but I've not seen an actual robot. And he made our drinks, and they tasted great.
Did you tip? Did you tip him?
I tipped the worker. There are still humans there.
I know,
so we're not replacing people, so that's good.
Not yet. So that's fascinating. So we need to move on to no, we don't need to move on to some of the drama.
You actually from that you also have Amaya. So I actually went. What was your thoughts? I want your thoughts on this.
Well, if you want to go to a club but don't want to go to a club, go to Amaya. It's great Mexican food with a little bit of show. There's dancers, there's bongos, so it's a vibe, as they say.
Right. It is very vibey, but the food's really good too.
Yeah.
All right, so now we can move on to some drama. Because
Elliott's ready to tap into that.
I love me some Hollywood drama. What do we got? We got some Diddy stuff, we got some Kimye stuff. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on.
Got Bad Baby, Alabama Barker. I mean, everyone, it feels like everyone's going at it. So where do we start?
Let's start with Kanye because he's the most trending. He has told us that contrary to reports, he does not have any mental health issues.
Really?
He claims that he is autistic.
Okay.
However, my understanding of autism is that it doesn't make you hate Jewish people and it doesn't make you attack children, which is what he did last night. I don't know if you saw this. Kanye used a slur against Beyonce and Jay-Z's children, calling them the R word.
I did see that.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't see that yet.
And then he took it down, but then he posted it again, saying he regretted taking down calling them the R slur. But that's not all. He's also beefing with his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, because he put their daughter, Northwest, just 11 years old, on a song with Diddy, of all people.
What is wrong with, does this guy just want to create buzz and drive? It seems too much. There has to be something more going on.
I think he's the type of person who's a contrarian, who is another type of troll. And even if you are a troll, you can troll in ways that aren't this.
There's other ways to go about it.
I was surprised to see the connection between the Kanye and Kim drama because they often go at it, but then how it connected to Diddy was like,
well, we're now in that overlap era of, Kardashians 2.0 because the other people in their orb, the younger generations, are starting to get attention, such as Kourtney Kardashian's stepdaughter, Alabama Barker, who's continuing to beef with Bad Baby. We are waiting on the latest diss track from her. She already dropped one also kind of similar to Kanye. Alabama Barker was insulting Bad Baby's daughter, who's like 1 year old or less.
Goodness.
What is wrong?
So I guess kids are not off limits.
Apparently
that
not.
That was always supposed to be the golden rule between the reality tea and what goes on. You keep the kids off limits.
Not anymore. Now it's gonna be like drool diss tracks with like babies diss tracking against each other, just drooling.
At least with Bad Baby and Alabama Barker, you know, Bad Baby's 21, Alabama's 19. Kanye's around 50 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
He should know better,
Right.
but
Yes.
he doesn't.
Well, you also have some updates with Bieber and
my
a
God.
possible, wait for it, Affleck and Garner reconciliation.
I'll save that one. We'll start with Bieber because Justin is trending, and it's so funny, you know, everything old is new again, as the expression goes. There is this viral series, I mean, very viral. It's been posted on YouTube and TikTok, getting millions of views, exposing Justin Bieber's wife. And I'm like, everything that's been alleged, we've known. She started off as a fan, nothing like that.
Right.
And then people accused her of copying Selena Gomez, everything from what she would wear to copying a tattoo to stalking Justin Bieber using social media to find out where he was. And people are attacking her for that. But isn't that goals?
Yeah.
Isn't that goals? Like
Yeah,
she
I mean,
got
everyone's
her
just
ultimate-
jealous.
Yeah.
Everyone's jealous.
I think it was the cooking show that might have done
That
it
was
too.
so
Everyone
good.
was like, this looks familiar.
But, you know, she manifested Justin Bieber, and now she's stuck with him.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have time to get onto.
I know. We
Jen-
might
oh
I'll
have
just
my
say
God.
I don't believe it. That's it.
Okay.
There's just rumors
Okay.
of Ben getting back together with Jennifer Garner, and I don't believe it.
Guys,
Okay.
to keep up with Perez and all the local must-see spots, follow him on Instagram at Las Vegas Perez. And for all the showbiz tea, head to PerezHilton.com.